I got Ryan Smith from the Power Garage here. Ryan, let get you to introduce yourself to anybody that doesn't know who you are.
Hey guys, Ryan here from the Power Garage over on Montclair Drive.
And what's your job title there?
I am general manager, co-owner, and basically take care of everything from start to finish with everyone here on the
team. So, and how long have you been in that role there, Ryan?
I have been in that role now five years. I've been with the Power Garage since we opened 14 years ago now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And obviously times are a little bit different right now. I think for everybody, what does that look like for you guys?
I mean, there's some adapting that we've had to do. Obviously, business is not as usual right now with everything that's going on. We've made a lot of changes to adapt, including drive-through service, drive-through parts pickups, touchless deliveries on new and used units. Up until last week, we were doing one-on-one appointments. We're no longer doing that now. We've switched a lot of our presence to online presence. We're trying to have a better social media. We are doing a lot more with our website. We're getting a lot involved in virtual tours and different things like that, so people can shop from home.
Nice.
And so far, it's been pretty good. We've had some successes with it. Obviously, it's still a learning curve for us, and we've kind of been thrown into it, but this is where we are.
Hey, something to take out of it, right? Maybe it's something that that gives you the chance to learn it now and sets you up for down the road, right?
Exactly. It's things that we've always talked about doing in the past, but we've never put into action because we've just been doing business as usual. Yeah. So it gives us that opportunity to try these things out that we've been trying to do for some time now.
Nice. And for those that don't know, what I mean, obviously I know what you guys carry, but for anybody that maybe has never heard of you for some reason, what do you guys sell? What do you guys service?
We service everything we sell, but we sell everything outdoors. Doesn't matter if it's from, our dirt bikes, our ATVs, our motorcycles for the street. We sell snowmobiles for the winter. We sell a lot of lawn and garden equipment, tractors, push mowers, trimmers, generators, power washers, things like that. We do a lot of marine, so we do boats and outboards and marine trailers and different things of that sort. And then we also do our RVs and travel trailer stuff, which is our camping trailers, our tent trailers, travel trailers, different things like that. So if it's outdoors, it has a motor, or it's used for fun outside, that's what we do.
There you go. There you have it. Right, nice and easy.
Exactly.
You still do those side by sides that we drove the one day.
We still do those side by sides that we drove that one day.
That thing is fast, man. That thing scared me a little bit.
It is very fast.
But it didn't, like, the suspension on that thing must have been perfect because it didn't.
They got it tuned in for sure. It handles like a dream.
It didn't skid or not, like, you never felt like unstable.
Nope.
It was light as a feather, but you didn't. It was
for
cool.
Sure. You don't want to be unstable at that speed. That's for sure.
No, and especially when it's that light, right? Yeah. Anyway.
Exactly.
No, sounds good. I didn't want to brush by that and somebody go, hey, well, what does this guy do again, kind of thing. So
sure.
I'm glad we did, and obviously, big thing for me just with COVID, it's just as long as everybody's staying healthy and safe. I know this stuff is very important to us and for you and your employees, and for me and my clients and your customers. It's about health, and hopefully business will come back when health comes back. So
yeah, for sure. We're at a time of the year right now where everyone's gearing up and getting ready for the summer and getting ready for the spring. So we're doing as much as we can while trying to social distance, trying to make it safe for everyone, but still give them the opportunity to do business as usual or as close to as usual as we can.
Yeah. That's all you can do, right? Makes
For
sense.
sure.
So yeah, like the main thing, like I said to you before, I want to, as much as that stuff is on the front burner right now. I don't want to just talk about that. Everybody's talking about that right now. I'd like to hear kind of the back end story of how the Power Garage started, how you got started there, and the journey from Beachville Road to where you are now.
For sure. So um, it's quite the mountain we've climbed since we've started. So we opened technically we opened in 2007. It was September 2007 was when the uh, first door was open for the Power Garage. Before that, we were in 2 years of construction over on Beachville Road to get that building uh, to the state we had it in at that point in time. So it took us 2 years. We got open in 2007. 8 months after we opened, 8 months, the 2008-2009 recession started to hit and started to take effect. Obviously, it dipped in 2009 to the worst, but we felt it right away from when we opened. So when we talk about these things, we've been through tough times. We've felt these tidal waves before, and we're resilient, and we made it through it then with no customer base. So
Yeah.
we pulled through that, came out the other side, added lawn and garden to our power sports offerings, and then a few years later we added the marine, and then just 3 years ago now we've added the RV and travel trailer side. And at that point in time, when we purchased another dealership in Ingersoll, we decided that we were going to need a bigger facility for both the power sports marine dealership and the RV dealership. So that's when we built our new facility that we're operating out of now on Montclair Drive, and moved both the dealerships and combined them into one. And we've got 6 acres here of just outdoor awesome. You want to come down and take a look at the travel trailer? We'll jump in the side by side, go for a ride, and look in that travel trailer. You want to look at a boat? Let's jump in the side by side. Let's go and look at that boat. You want to look at a motorcycle? We've got tons of motorcycles here to look at in the showroom, in our storage areas. It's just a full experience, and that's really what we were shooting for when we originally opened. It exploded, grew large for us, and that's how we got here today.
Yeah, the store itself, I mean, it's certainly a far cry from where you were to where you are now, and it's cool watching it happen. It's good to see something like this in town too, as opposed to um, I think that the message was always that, for not the message, but how I always remember these types of things and these types of items was it was usually, okay, we're going to go for a drive to London, Kitchener, Toronto, and look for something like this. It's cool to see it literally right smack dab Woodstock, just off the highway.
For sure, and that's kind of the logic that we had to make the step to where we are. We want to be able to offer you, or the community themselves, all of the things that you can get in those other stores. And as a matter of fact, we have a lot of customers coming from those centers that used to go and shop in their backyard that actually travel to our dealership now. So it's great for the community. It brings a lot of people to Woodstock. Being right off the 401 is very important for us, because we do see that highway traffic stopping in here in the small amount of time that we've been here already.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, as far as locations go, yeah, you can't beat it. It's 17 seconds off the highway. So, get off, take a right, you're pretty much there.
Exactly.
No, it's
Can't
awesome to
miss it.
see. And you guys have done such a good job. I mean, I know you've helped us out with the hockey team for a number of years now, and I know you've been involved with several other local charities and events. So it
Yep.
isn't just a one-way street with the community towards you. It does definitely go back the other way. So
Yeah,
I'm
for
not sure.
sure.
Obviously, I like hearing about it. I'd love to hear more if there's anything else that I missed there that you guys are involved with.
I mean, we try and get involved with the community as much as possible. Obviously, the community that has given us so much to be thankful for. We want to give back to them, whether it's through, like you said, the Navy Vets hockey team, the countless amounts of minor hockey sports, from soccer and baseball and hockey and everything in between, We do a large amount of work with United Way here in Woodstock for Oxford County, including the Toys for Big Boys event, which unfortunately was canceled this year due to COVID, but is going to come back strong, hopefully stronger than ever. But all kinds of different community involvements. If there's a way we can get involved, we try and do that.
Yeah. How did the Toys for Big Boys thing start? I'm curious just to know. It's such a great event.
It is a great event. So the logic behind the event, United Way approached us and said, we have handbags for hospice, and we have all of these different events that are really driven and geared for a lot of women. And the men get dragged to these events and go and attend all of these things, but we want to give back something that they can drag their wives to and bring them. So United Way came and approached us and said, this is our idea. We want to do this Toys for Big Boys event. We want you guys to be involved because we've been involved with United Way before. And it fit right up our alley. I mean, it's pretty much exactly what we do. It's all big toys. And surprisingly enough, more women drag their husbands to that show, I think, than husbands drag their wives. So that was cool to see. But it's just about big iron, and that's what we do. We have big boats, we have big side-by-sides like the one we drove, we have big motorcycles, we have all of these cool innovative toys that we want to get to the public that the public probably doesn't even know we have or offer if you've never stepped into the dealership.
I didn't even know that thing existed until we were in it.
Yeah. That's it. Once you get into it, you're hooked forever.
Oh yeah. No, that's awesome. It's great to see. It's great to hear you guys out there, and it does make me really happy. It made me really happy to see that big building going up. Just because the time, the mountain that you climb just to get to that is massive. It's not easy. It's not an easy place to break into, and it's recreational. So it's kind of that thing that you're very dependent upon a lot of factors, just in terms of people having the resources to buy recreational stuff as well.
For sure. And that's a hill that we're going to climb forever. That's part of the industry. We get that we're not a number one priority for most people. But at the end of the day, for the people that we are a number one priority for, we are the escape. We help you and your family get away from the everyday hustle and bustle of life. We get you to the campground, get you away from the city. We get you away from, the stresses of work and financial aid and all of those things that we carry burdens of every single day. We are that escape, and we offer the products that can give you that escape. I mean, I have never seen any of our clients walk away with a frown. Every single person that walks in the door, that walks away with something, has a grin from ear to ear. And that's really what drives us every single day. I mean, we come into work knowing that today we're going to change someone's life, and it may not be saving someone's life like a doctor. It may not be, saving someone's life like a firefighter or any of those things, but we change people's lives every day when they come in and get that new boat or get that new RV. It changes their lives or the way they live their lives, and it can be an escape. So that's what we play on, and that's what we use for our customers. There's some stressful times right now, but this is the way you can escape those stressful times. When you're on an ATV, when you're camping, when you're on a boat, when you're on a motorcycle going down the road, all of those stresses fade away, and you've just got you and your family or the product that you're using, and that's all that matters.
No, that's what I was, that's the one thing that kind of hits with me is when you think about a boat or an ATV or whatever it is, yes, you can look at it and think, yeah, that's just a boat. But at the same time, that's the thing that as a kid or as a parent, where you're hanging out with your family on, and the memories that you make summer over summer over summer are the things that you'll never get back. So some people may not see it as essential, and maybe it's not, but that time you get from it with it, I think it goes a long way. I think that stuff is some of the best memories that you have, some of the best memories I have as a kid are from camping and stuff like that. It's just the
For
way it
sure. And
is.
that's what we want to do, right? Is create those memories. Yeah, we may not be geared as an essential business. Now we are open because our service department is an essential service. So the service department's functioning. We're working on the back end with our customers to get new units and whatnot. But yeah, it's about making those memories, and that is the part that everyone loses at this time of life when everything gets crazy. They're gonna need an escape, and that's what we're gearing up for. When this thing is all over, no one's running to the airport. No one's gonna jump on a cruise. No one's going, no one's traveling the world.
Yeah.
We're getting ready for a good, fun, warm, nice summer here in Canada, and our products are here to help those people.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. You couldn't have put it better right there. That makes perfect sense to me, and I completely agree.
For
Completely
sure.
agree. So we already hit it. My questions is going to be, what's the favorite part about your job? But I think we got it.
For sure.
I think you
That's
already
my
answered that.
favorite part.
No, that's awesome. So the move. Tell me how it all went. Any good stories from the move? Obviously, just in obviously it's a massively different building that you're at now. But how'd the move go? Even just
Oh, for sure.
consolidating everything under one roof.
I mean, in that time, it was stressful. That there was a lot of stress on our staff to get that all moved over. We did it in 1 week. So moving 500,000 part numbers in the parts department alone, moving, a 6-bay service shop between the old store and the old 2 stores over. It was quite the undertaking. So there was a lot of planning, a lot of long, hard work that went into it. Sunday night before the Monday that we opened, there was a group of 4 of us left here until almost 3 a.m. just putting the finishing touches on the showroom, getting the shelves stocked, making sure everything was priced correctly, doing those things that take time. But yeah, I mean, it went really well. Moving 2 stores into 1 is never easy. It's never an easy task. Our team did an awesome job. They made it very smooth. We had customers coming in the door while we were still moving. There was skids and boxes and units everywhere in the parking lot, in the showroom while we were unboxing, uncrating, and building and putting everything out. And there was just customers coming in to see what this was, what the Power Garage was, what we were doing. And that was cool to see. Every day up until we closed the showroom doors, we had somebody come in that says, never knew you were here. This is a cool building. This is a cool store. This is awesome. This is, our favorite term is, this is the coolest store we've ever been to. And we hear that a lot, and it puts a big smile on all of our faces because that's our goal. And so that move really solidified everything we've done, all the hard work.
Yeah.
It was all worth it. Once we got opened and moved in and everything settled down, obviously there's still some growing pains that we're going through and getting figured out in a new facility. There's some things we would have changed. There's some things we would have done differently, but we're here and we're moving forward, and that's all we can do at this point in time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Can't say it much better than that. And I think part of that too is you're not tucked away anymore, right?
Yeah, we're in your face. That is for sure. You cannot miss us. If you go to Home Depot or Walmart, you have to see us. You can't not see us.
Yeah. Well, even you could probably, even if you're going just down Juliana before you even turn in there, you pretty much see it from there too.
You can see us from the highway. It's a split second, but you can see the store from the highway when you're cutting across. So I mean, there's good exposure here for sure.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. No, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear everything's going well. I couldn't imagine that move. I can only imagine the hours and just the order and the magnitude of how you would have had to have everything. Just, we're going to do this, then we're going to do this, then we're going to do this. And because all that stuff coming to one location and then trying to figure out where it's all going to go. I couldn't imagine doing that, but
our parts department had over 900 boxes, numbered boxes that they moved parts in, and each box could have 1,000 parts or more in each box. But three transport trucks and about 24 25-foot Jameson trucks later, we had the parts department moved over.
Yeah, and they're not and they know where everything is now.
Yeah, yes, that is true. It is true.
No.
It took them a week to find everything and put it in place, but we've got it now.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear, man. That's awesome stuff to hear. I wanted to get on to some quick stuff, some quick questions just about you. Just try to have some fun with this stuff.
Sure.
Anything else you want to hit on with the business or yourself before we head to that?
I don't think so. I mean, I think we've hit all the bases. We're super excited and hope to get over this, current pandemic. But I mean, the grass is greener on the other side. We will get through it. We will get over it. And we're going to have a good, strong summer, not only for us, but for our customers. And we're excited to be here to be able to experience everything with you guys. And that's really what it's all about. And that's what's getting us through right now.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, man. All right, first question I got. What's your favorite band or singer?
Favorite band or singer? Oh, man, that's a good question. I would probably have to say, I'm going to get a lot of rag for this question. I'm going to have to go with Luke Bryan, though.
What's that?
Luke Bryan.
Oh yeah, you think you're gonna get a lot of crap for that?
Oh, I'm gonna get a lot of flag for that for sure.
Yeah,
the guys in the back hate country music.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, so when we turn it on, they hate it.
What are they? Rock?
They everything. There's some screamo guys back there. I mean, we got all kinds of personalities under one roof.
Just anything but country in the back.
Anything but country is pretty much what it is. They all fight. Everybody gets their own day. One day with the radio.
Well, it's fair, right? The volume's got to be the thing that's on the.
Yeah. Volume 10 and lower, no more.
No, hey, I think Luke Bryan goes pretty good on a boat.
Hey, he definitely goes good on a boat. That is for sure.
Yeah, anywhere where there's a cooler full of beer. So.
Yep, it's my favorite place.
Me too. Favorite TV show.
Favorite TV show? Favorite TV show is probably gonna have to be Shameless.
Hilarious, right?
It is hilarious. I love it. I love it.
It's something. I haven't actually watched I gotta watch the full series, but I've seen enough episodes to get it. What a show.
I just got into it. That's why it's my favorite right now. I mean, before that was probably Suits. I really enjoyed Suits. I don't know if you've seen
Suits. Is a good one.
I've seen pretty Suits. Good. But Shameless is just funny. I just find it hilarious. I don't know why. It's just hilarious.
No, it is. Both are good. Both are good. What about movie? Favorite movie?
Favorite movie of all time? Talladega Nights. All time. Talladega Nights is my favorite. I love Will Ferrell.
Oh my God. I watched Step Brothers the other day.
Oh, that's my second.
That's right there, right? Oh man, those two together are just hilarious.
Hilarious.
Talladega Nights. Oh jeez. the dinner scene. Thank you, baby Jesus. Oh, that's awesome. What about sports? What's your favorite sport to play?
Favorite sport to play is definitely hockey, for sure.
Hockey for you. What about to watch?
I'm down. Hockey. It's got to be hockey.
Same.
Yeah, gotta be. Yeah.
Favorite team?
I'm really missing it right now.
Oh yeah. Well, right now we're supposed to be getting into the big. This is the best time of year usually.
I know. I can't believe it. But what do you do?
See what happens. Well, that's what you can do. Favorite team?
Boston Bruins.
Boston Bruins. You're gonna piss some people off.
Yes, I am.
I talked to Jerry about an hour and a half ago, and his was the Leafs. So.
That's all right. I love beating the Leafs. There's nothing better than
you must have just loved. What year was it? Was it
2011?
Was it 11? Was it 2011? Holy crap! I feel like
I think so. I think it was 2011. That's when we won the cup.
It was the same year, wasn't it?
Yeah. So that was 2011. The Game 7 comeback. I show that to my dad every time I see him. Every time I see him, I show him. Like, you remember this day? He's a big Leafs fan.
You knew it was when they scored. I think it was the second goal they scored. I knew it was like they're coming back.
Yeah, for sure. They're coming back.
And when it went to overtime, there was no doubt in my mind they were winning.
They had too much momentum.
I was actually, and I'm not a Leaf fan, so it's easy for me. Yeah. I'm a Red Wings fan right now, so
oh man,
tough year.
Oh, that is a tough year.
And if we don't get if they pull some random rabbit out of the hat and say no, we're gonna do a lottery like they did when Sidney Crosby was drafted, I'm gonna flip because Detroit was last by a mile.
There's no way. And if they do get the lottery, the Red Wings should get at least 50% of the tickets that go into that draft.
Well, they made the playoffs for 25 years in a row. They deserve some help on first overall pick, right? But I was actually I think it was Boston Pizza that night for that game in 2011, and I've never seen anything like it. Just to see the people, it was like
I love it.
I wanted to say it was hilarious, and then they signed Phaneuf. That was great too for me to watch.
Yeah, that was just what a mudslide.
Oh, that was awesome. What I got here. I wrote it down beside here. Oh, last thing. Favorite thing about Woodstock?
Favorite thing about Woodstock, it's got to be just the whole community itself and how everything just kind of comes together. All the events that you go to, they're always packed. There's always people at them all. It is truly the friendly city. I mean, I love living in Woodstock. I was born and raised in London and moved to Woodstock in my early teen years. And if I had the opportunity, I wouldn't live anywhere else for sure. I love it. I love it here. I love the people. I love the city. It's just been really great.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. That's what it's all about for me too.
Exactly.
That's awesome, man. That's all I got. Any last words?
I don't think so. I just want to thank you and for everything you do, and I appreciate taking the time to go through this with us.
Same to you, man. And I hope that this leads to all this stuff we're dealing with leads to something better. I think you got from what you were saying before, it sounds like you got the right head about it. You guys are going to make your improvements in different areas because you can't focus as much over here, so you focus more over here and be ready for the big summer ahead. And I really do hope this is just a blip on the radar and we're headed towards nice calm waters.
I'm sure it is. I mean, we've got plan A, B, C, D, E, F. I mean, I think we're on G already. But we've been through worse, and we're resilient, and we'll be here when the sun comes out again. This isn't going to last forever. It's a hiccup in time, and the sun will come out.
For sure, man. For sure. And thank you again for doing this. And to you, the family, the kids. Hope you guys are all doing great and staying healthy.
I appreciate it. Right back at you. Thanks, Devon.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Yeah.